Silly Sausage is perhaps the flowiest trail I've ever seen, period. While it is fairly short, its well-used elevation makes it sessionable for hours on end. We've been doing a lot of work to this trail. It all started a few weeks ago, when I made a drop at the beginning. It was awesome and still feels very smooth. We then changed up the first jump and made it into a weird berm hip that turned out awesome. In this final video about the trail, we're fixing up this last jump, as well as the trick step up at the end. I'd like to make the second jump have an angled lip to catch riders that land in the hip better, as well as create a greater challenge for riders looking to progress. As for the trick jump, it just needs to be as big as I can possibly make it without breaking my back. Let's get going on the second lip. To start, we'll chop it up so dirt can easily stick. Though this job was very minor, it's definitely an important step in ensuring that the dirt sticks. While I had the pickaxe and shovels out, I decided to loosen up a lot of dirt. All of this would be going on the lip of this same jump. Alright, test to see how well I did. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. This is a lot more dirt than I need, but it'll come in handy because it's so good and we'll use it on the trick jump later. Now I can shape and fine-tune this dirt to get it ready to ride. So I just finished building the shark fin, and then I was reviewing my GoPro footage and I just realized something. We were still taking the hip on this new first jump like the shark fin we built last time, but nobody's going this far to the lip, so it works without it. So at this point, I'm thinking this lip needs just a full rebuild, because I visited 360 trails recently, and over time, the lips on that are perfected. I want to make something like that here, because I think it'll be really fun. It's hard to explain, but something about those lips on overtime made me feel very playful, and they made me feel as loose as I could be on a bike. I'm sure you can see some of this in the footage. Right now, the Silly Sausage lip is only 27 degrees in steepness, so I want to move it a little farther back and make it close to 40 degrees. During the process, I noticed how the lip was shifted towards the left. People were taking too far left and gradually scraping the side away of the landing since it was built. I wanted to realign the lip to the center as well as make it wider. This required more dirt than before. After raking all the rocks out and getting the general curve, we could pack it in. If I asked you to describe the dirt in this area, the right answer would be beautiful. It's the best stuff when it comes to building jumps. This mix of sand and heavy clay should hold for a long time here. Upon first hitting it, I knew it was an improvement, however, it could be a little taller. This new lip is perfect, and it gives me a similar feeling as I had hoped. It's definitely steeper, and the airtime is way more. After a roller and a full 180-degree berm, you reach the trick jump, which is next up on the agenda. I'd like to make the lip of this steeper to improve how the landing feels. That landing will also need a ton of dirt, so let's get stacking. Chopping up a lip or landing before stacking dirt to it is a technique that I recently learned, and it's incredibly helpful. After doing this though, I need to rig some of the rocks out because they eventually come to the surface of the jump, and on this landing, we do not want any. I shoveled dirt from the pit we'd used for the previous lip, and obviously the dirt was great. It did get insanely hard to dig farther down, even though the dirt did get better. I tried my best to make a good mix. So far, I've put about 15 wheelbarrows onto this landing, and I'm thinking we need about 4 more to make this thing dial. I did try digging from directly in front of the jump because I thought making the landing a little bit longer and deeper could be better. However, the dirt was nowhere near as good, so I ended up digging from this same pit even more. After making the decision that a few more wheelbarrows of dirt was necessary, I decided to get this amount of dirt from grading the entrance of the trick jump way wider. Much better. Now there's absolutely no worries of hitting your pedals on the sides of the trail because it was so narrow before. This is definitely a lot less sketchy.
Oh man, this is gonna be hard.
It's pretty packed.
After making this lip a lot steeper, now all that's left to do is shape up and pack this landing. Since this jump's landing is a mini trick jump, I don't want to pack it in fully and rather let the tires do the packing.
Whoa, dude.
If I'm being honest with you, the first few hits of this jump were nothing really special. I didn't really like the way it felt, but I think I just had to get used to it. And that is for sure true. After a few more hits, this line was feeling insane. Alright, silly sausage. Oh yeah. That's a good set of jumps. After only a few runs of getting used to this kicky lip, I was learning new tricks in a matter of no time. Thank you all so much for watching until the end. It's you guys that helped motivate me to produce videos on a weekly basis. I'd appreciate a like and subscribe, and it would be great if you could comment and share the video as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.